Hey guys, what's going on and welcome to a brand new video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to reach 800 subscribers before the season starts. We're trying to get to that magic 800 before the season starts. Like the video so help get out to more people, and let's get into it. So today has been a pretty slow news basically for news. A pretty slow day for news. But there's one thing we have to talk about, and that is Sean Longstaff, because it has just come out not that long ago that this has happened. Baron Cross has come out and said this basically. Leeds United have seen their third bid for Sean Longstaff, valued at £10 million plus $2 million of add-ons, rejected by Newcastle United. Player wants to come, leaves Leeds considering their options with other midfielders still in the mix. May go back in again, but undecided. So we're undecided whether to go back in again. I would say this was probably a fair price, to be honest, to go in and try and get him. He wants to leave, he wants to come to Leeds, and he wants to earn money for Newcastle when he leaves, so he doesn't have to leave next season and leave on a free. He wants to make money for Newcastle. So I thought this price tag was good enough, and they would have accepted it. But apparently they have not accepted it, and that means that maybe we're not be getting Longstaff, and we might be moving on. I would go in again. The max that I would go in for Longstaff, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. What is the max you would say we should get Longstaff for? Because I would say go in for 15 million maximum. I'll be fine with us spending 15 million on him. That's like, if it's 13 million plus 2 million of add-ons, like something like that, like at 15 million pounds, I think it's a good price for him. I think that's the most I would actually go for him, is the 15 million. But yeah, so this has come out, so we're just going to read the article and then yeah, we'll talk a bit about it. Leeds United have had their third bid for Newcastle midfielder Sean Longstaff been turned down. The YAP understands that Leeds United have been unsuccessful in a bid to sign the 27-year-old midfielder following their latest £10 million offer with $2 million in add-ons and future add-ons. The proposal has not been deemed sufficient by the Newcastle hierarchy. Leeds are understood to be considering their options and may, as a result, choose to move on to another target. So we might choose to move on. I would say go back in again, as I've already said. It was reported by The Athletic that Leeds valuation of the boyhood Newcastle supporter may not exceed their latest bid, casting doubt on whether a fourth approach will be made. So we're not quite sure if we're going to go in for a fourth time. Longstaff has 12 months remaining on his Magpie deal and is reportedly open to a transfer this summer, with minutes and game time limited during the second half of last season. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe is an admirer of the academy graduate, but has preferred a midfield considering of Tonali, Joelinton and Bruno Guimaraes when the international trio have been fit and available, because he's not going to get into this midfield three ever. Like, Longstaff is not going to get into this midfield three for Newcastle. So I feel it's unfair for Longstaff, who I think does want to leave, and he doesn't want to leave on a way of a free. You know, he wants to leave in a way of like getting money for the club. That's what he wants to do. He wants to leave Newcastle by getting money for Newcastle. So I don't know if we're going to go in for another bid or he goes somewhere else. Don't tell me Sunderland will come in. Next second we'll see news. Sunderland. Here we go. Sunderland. Newcastle have accepted a bid from Sunderland for 15 million. But no, I think 15 million is a good price to go in for it again. As I said in the article, we're not quite sure if we will go in again. I would, because I think it'd be a good player for us and good. As I said, I think he'll start, because I think we'll play a midfield 3 and we're not going to play a number 10. And we'll play a midfield 3, and I think he'll play in that. And even if he doesn't start every game, it's good rotation. You know, say we do play the formation that we played last season, and we only have the two midfielders, and we have, say, you have Tanaka, you have Ampadu, and then you have Tonali. Say we got those three, and there's rotation throughout the season. Like, that could happen. He could rotate, but I think he would play most games. Like, I think he would be probably a starter for Leeds United, especially in the league. But, you know, rotation in certain games, whether of how the opponent's going to play against us and those kind of things, when you think about things, that's what's going to happen. When we play a certain team that play a different way, you might start the midfield 3. Again, you know, I want to see us change formation throughout the season depending on who we're playing. When we're playing the top teams, I want us to be way defensive. But when we're playing like the mid-table to lower table teams, I want us to be a bit more attacking and maybe play that number 10 in that case. But with Tonali, Tonali was in my brain for some reason, probably got the ready name out. But with Longstaff, I think we should go in again for another bid. I want him at Leeds United. I mean, since we were linked with him, I was like, yes, get him done, get him at Leeds, because he's one of the players that I'm like, he would be very good for us in a season where we got to battle survival and we got to try and survive in the Premier League. You know, he's been in that situation before at Newcastle. He also knows what it's like playing in front of a massive crowd like Newcastle, like Leeds United, that have a massive atmosphere and loud fans. You know, it's one of those things where he understands that, and it won't be like a new thing. Him coming to Leeds United won't be a new thing about how loud the crowd is, because it's similar at Newcastle. They got a loud, passionate fan base just like we do. So yeah, I would want him at Leeds United. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below about what you guys would think, and should we go in for another bid? But yeah, that's all I've got for today. There's not much news. As I said, it's pretty slow today, and it looks like we were trying to get Longstaff done probably today or tomorrow, trying to get it fully done, and it looks like it may be another while before we get it done, or we're going to move on to a next target, another midfielder that we're actually going to go for. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.